Yo, what's up? Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. So today we have my R34. The build is finished, and today's video we're going to be giving a proper walk around, and we'll go over about the build itself and what I've done to it, and we'll go for a POV drive today as well. Super excited to make this video, to be honest. I don't even know where to start, but I guess we'll start from the exterior. TE37 SLs, they're about a 18x11 plus 18 with they do have spaces in the rear just because the rear is a bit wider. So 20mm in the rear is about 8mm space in the front. I'm going to fix that adjustment in the future. I'm going to bring the Z-Tune guide out another 20mm so I can have, you know, an even fit. Other than that, full Z-Tune body kit and painted in the base side blue. If I'm not too sure what this bonnet is, but absolutely love it. It's just a small little vent, and I'll show you guys inside the bonnet in a second. We have GTR front xenon headlights. The front bumper bar of course needs to get repainted. Front mount intercooler. Sneakily through the corner in here, you guys can see a Astro Power electric steering pump, and I'm not too sure honestly if I'm going to keep that, just because low speeds it's a bit heavy. High speeds it's amazing, but we'll see. I think I might go to an MR2 electric power steering pump. I heard they're a bit more forgiving as well. I am on BC Racing coilovers. Arm wise there's not too much that I have done, so I just think adjustable tow rods, rear camber arms are adjustable. I do want to get sway bars and a few other bits. The front has slotted discs which I do need to replace, Brembos which I do need to refresh, to be honest, but running V-Spec 2 GTR Brembos as well. So front and back Brembos. Look, at the moment the car's about 500 to 600 horsepower. They're good, they're not terrible. I still feel like I might down the road go a bit more aggressive front brake. Coming over to the back, we have the GTR raised rear spoiler. I'm also going to be putting on a Mines boot lip as well, which I think is just going to set it off really well. LED rear lights, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I've been having trouble getting these off because I do have the Nismo style OEM style rear lights, which has the orange center instead of the clear, and just looks, in my opinion, just looks a lot nicer than this one as well. But still, this looks absolutely beautiful. It's a dream come true, to be honest. This car just sitting here doing this. What else is, we have the rear light covers. They've been extended to fit the wider body, so they're a custom one, and yeah, a bit tedious to do, but it's worth it. How nice and how much nicer it flows with the car now as well. Before we do some B-rolls, I'll give you guys a quick little walk around again. I'll show you guys inside in a second, because there's just a lot to go over in this car, to be honest. I do need to refresh the whole front bar. Need to paint that all as well. It's black, just little things. And I just got the car back recently, so there's still a lot I want to go over. So we're running just cams, thicker head gasket, turbo, top mount, injectors, just all your basic bolt-ons to make a good 500 to 600 on E85. 98 I think it was, I can't remember, 500 horsepower, maybe 450. On E85 of course you get a lot more, just because it's a better fuel. You can run high boost on without worrying about knock as well. So we have these two fixed back bucket seats. I do want to change these to something a bit more reclinable. I do want to dye the roof black as well, so have that all blacked out. Do the GTR rear seats and the door cards as well, just because they're a bit, I don't know, outdated. I want to do just a full nice blackout of the interior. Interior, we have this Keys Racing steering wheel, which is nice. It's a nice size for your hand and kind of matches the interior really well, because it has the white horn, the white Keys Racing, a white weighted shifter, Haltech buttons for boost up and down. So we have lowest boost is around, I think, 17 psi. The highest is 22. That's the safest you can go on stock internals at the moment. Haltech IC7 which looks absolutely beautiful, and I replaced it with the GTR MFD would-be with the actual GTR MFD size, so it looks super OEM and looks really, I don't know, it just fits perfectly in my opinion, and that's exactly what I wanted with the interior. I just didn't want it. I didn't want it something over the top, but I wanted something simplistic. You know, something really nice to look at. You get in it, and what you need to look at works as well. So we have the wireless Apple CarPlay. Aircon we haven't connected just yet, unfortunately, and we're coming into summer in Australia, so I do need to figure out my aircon situation. And then this dash is just, I'll start it up in a second and I'll show you guys, but it's just, yeah, super simple and just nice to look at. These will have your coolant temp. I like to, I think it was the one, I like to have this because, okay, so we're on 15 psi, so it's the lowest setting, which we have up to 6 settings. For setting, we have about 6 settings of boost, 15 up to 22 psi. We have completely different displays. I prefer this one, but there are ones you can download which are a GTR MFD style as well. Hopefully it's not too much glare. This is pretty cool as well, a bit more like the OEM, oh sorry, OG IQ3 I think it was. And you got, yeah, heaps of different displays. You can download more as well. I prefer to leave it on this one. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. Got the HK strut brace, DC coilovers, Aeroflow Turbo 5855 for 0.82 rehousing I think it was, just for that smaller response. And we still kept the VCTs, but I got a new VCT gear. Kelford cam gears, I can't remember what size. I got 35 GTR coilovers, trigger kit, all new belt, water pump, crank gear, collar, everything, pulley, electric thermo fans, twin fan, 3-inch downpipe, head drain, drive-by-wire, forward-facing plenum, LS1 alternator. Oh man, I don't know if I've missed anything, to be honest. Oh yeah, thicker head gasket. Just pretty much all your basics to make around 500 to 600 horsepower in a 34 as well. So front mount intercooler, of course. And I do want to go in the future to make it forged internals. So I want to do the bottom end and pretty much the top end as well. Just for reliability and I don't know, just to make a tiny bit more power as well. Just to be able to push out another 100 horsepower safely. So if I could get to about 700, 750, just because it is rear wheel drive still. So it's still sketchy. Even at this power, which you guys will see in the POV video, it's still honestly pretty sketchy. That's about it. The 34's engine bay, we did go to billet covers, and I'm still contemplating to get 26 covers or just keep these. I mean, I absolutely love these. I just don't know if in Australia it's legal to have these showing, that's all. And we've got the engine bay completely painted as well. So this car was once silver, but it's been completely converted to Bayside blue. We'll go for a mountain pass drive. Another day when I've kind of really just got everything down pat, because there's still a few things that I need to do for this car, some little gremlins, and then we'll go and do our first mountain pass drive then as well. But now let's just go do our first road drive and go from there.
around here, I did notice when I put my clutch down, it would only come back around halfway, and I believe I had air in my system, or my slave cylinder is leaking at the moment too. So that kind of ended today's drive a bit short, but either way, it was still a really fun day.
But I hope for you guys that little short drive was, you know, enjoyable to watch, and hopefully the camera picked up the sound really well as well. And yeah, honestly, even though we're running into a little bit of issues, I still have the biggest smile on my face because I can't be angry. I mean, it's the initial stages of the car just being built, well, finished about a week ago. Still running into a little bit of gremlins, but man, it's just such a beautiful car and such a fun car that I don't care. I'll fix whatever the issue tends to be. But we're gonna slide. I mean, we spun the wheels going up, merging onto the highway as well, which was a lot of fun. But that is going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it with the 34, and I'll catch you in the future one. Peace. And the better one in the future when working properly, do a proper drive. So peace and see you.